I just don't like thinking about it.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mansi Kaushik. I recently graduated high school and I created this channel to help those who will be applying to college in the future. And I thought what better time to start it than in quarantine. If you watched my previous video, thank you so much for the immense amount of love and support. And thank you to those who reached out for any questions they had. I know how hard it is to reach out, but please don't hesitate. I'm always open to answering any questions or giving any advice. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the stats that got me into college. So it'd be my standardized testing, the classes I took, the GPA I got, as well as some helpful advice that I gathered along the way. Also, I will be talking about my college decisions, as well as where I'm going to be attending this fall. Stay tuned to the end of the video for that. It was a super duper hard decision, but I finally made it, and honestly I couldn't be happier with it. But right now, let's get into the video. So I applied to 17 colleges, but 6 of them were UCs. I was accepted at 10, waitlisted at 6, and rejected by 1. I was accepted at Rutgers into the honors program, University of Washington into the honors program, George Washington University into the honors program, UC Davis, UC Irvine, UCSD, UCSB, Emory, and USC. I was waitlisted at UCLA, Berkeley, CMU, University of Michigan, WashU, and UNC Chapel Hill. And then I was rejected by 1, which is Duke. I applied early decision and I got deferred and then finally rejected. So out of my wait lists, I opted in for the UCLA waitlist, the UC Berkeley waitlist, and the CMU waitlist. And I got into all 3 in the first week of May. And I will also be making a video about how I got off the waitlist relatively early for all 3 of these schools. I applied as a public health major. For those colleges that didn't offer public health, I chose some variant of public health. Like UCLA has this unique program called Human Bio and Society, which is basically public health. It's just with a little more emphasis on human bio. And then CMU didn't have public health at all, but I applied as a behavioral economics major. I never took the ACT, but it all depends on your preference. I highly recommend you try both and see which one works for you. For me personally, it was just the SAT. So in my first try, I got a 1440 with a 720 in reading and writing and a 720 in math. The second time I took it, I did worse. I ended up getting a 1410 with a 670 in reading and a 740 in math. Finally, I got a 1540 with a 770 in reading and math. Highly recommend studying the summer between 10th and 11th grade and taking the SAT at the earliest date after the summer. I did not do that. Instead, I went to Disneyland. Okay, it was my birthday, but I still regret not studying at that time. During that 1 month between the March SAT and the May SAT, I was super motivated to do well. I was like, I have to get a 1500. And I actually found the perfect study method for myself, which was doing practice tests over the weekend and then reviewing your mistakes and new material throughout the week, and then another practice test, and then so on and so on. And that really helped me. Another thing is, if you're a student taking the SAT internationally or like outside of the US,
Beware of the curves.
So in the practice tests, they give like a curve where you convert your raw scores to the converted scores, and usually if you get like 3 wrong in math, you get like a 760 or 770 according to the practice tests. But in the international exams, if you get 3 wrong in math, you drop to a 720, and it's honestly so annoying. I don't know, I think the College Board just wants the international students the money, but it just
Sucks.
So all 3 times I took the SAT with the essay, and I did fairly well. Anything above a 17 or 18 is considered good in the essay. My first time I got a 19 out of 24. Second time and third time I got a 21 out of 24. I also took SAT subject stats. I took the math 2 subject stat and then the chemistry subject stat. In chemistry I got a 740 and in math I got a 750. None of my schools required them, but Duke strongly recommended them, so I'm like, okay, might as well just take it. That was not the right attitude. I didn't take them seriously, and maybe I'm just surrounded by smart people, but almost everyone I knew got a 100 in math, and yeah, it was So in 9th and 10th grade, I did the IGCSE board. I took biology, chemistry, physics, math, economics, English language, English literature, Spanish, and art for a total of 9 subjects. In 9th grade, I did pretty bad because story time, I moved to India from America in 9th grade and
It was so hard.
I remember doing this one word problem in 8th grade in America, which is like, Stephen Curry shoots 8 3-pointers, how many points will he have at the end? So like that just goes to show the level of middle school over there, and it was honestly just really hard for me to catch up. I got 1 A star, I got an A in English language, Spanish, and art, and I got 5 B's, which were in physics, economics, chemistry, math, and English literature. So yeah, that was pretty bad. In 10th grade, I did my IGCSE boards and I got 5 A stars in biology, chemistry, physics, economics, and math, and then I got an A in English language, English literature, Spanish, and 1 B in art. For those of you who are trying to convert your IGCSE scores to GPA form, I'll put a picture over here of the rough conversion. So in 11th and 12th grade, I did the IB diploma. I took biology, chemistry, and economics at a higher level. I took English A, Spanish B, and mathematics at a standard level. I ended up getting 1.7 in biology HL, 6 in economics HL, chemistry HL, Spanish B, English A, and then a 5 in math. Overall, my score came out to be a 36 out of 42, which I wasn't satisfied with at all, and I knew I had to get a higher score to get into the universities that I wanted to get into. So in 12th grade, I worked hard to improve my score, and I ended up getting a 38 out of 42 with a 7 in all my HLs, a 6 in English A and math, and then a 5 in Spanish. So if you want to convert your IB score to GPA form, there is a rough conversion. I will put a picture over here. But do not convert your IB scores because honestly the IB is much harder than the unweighted grades you receive in America. Colleges also don't convert your IB scores to GPA form. Otherwise, try not to go below a 36 if you want to aim at top 20s. In my opinion, a 38 plus is what you all should aim for. Obviously, the higher the better. There's a PDF published by the IBO which talks about the average IB scores accepted by universities like UPenn, UCLA, Berkeley, and USC. So definitely check that out. I'll put a link to that in the description box. Another thing you might have noticed in my GPA is that there was a strong upward trend, either maintain high stable grades or keep an upward trend. To colleges, they're both equal. Definitely this should be your motto. Bad scores won't kill your application, but good scores can boost your application. So hopefully this motto will give you motivation to work harder and do better than I did. Okay, so that's it for the video. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video or if it helped you. As you can see, my stats were nowhere near perfect, and I honestly think it was my extracurriculars and my entire college application theme that I built that really pushed me over the top or helped me get into the school or off the wait list of some of the top schools out there. So my next video is going to be a part 2 to this video, which will talk about the extracurriculars that I did and the whole college narrative or spike or theme I built in my application. So hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified for that. Another important thing is the essays. I don't know if I'm going to make a video about my essays right now, but I honestly really enjoyed writing my essays. So if anyone needs any help brainstorming topics for essays, or if you want me to do an entire video talking about essays, I will definitely do that. Just comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. Now, as promised, I will reveal a college in wait, let's do a cool transition. 3, 2, UCLA! Ooh, that was embarrassing. But I can't tell you how hard of a decision it was for me. My friends and family know I took so much of their time just talking about colleges and ranting about how I like this one and this one. If any of my friends and family are watching this, and I know you guys are, thank you for helping me make this decision. I'm honestly so happy, and it's all because of you guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop celebrating now, but thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you liked today's video and want to be notified for further videos. I will see you guys next time.